Hello, Internet. You know, way too often in this vlog, I focus on the heavy philosophical and deep thought experiments, and while that is part of who I am, the other part of who I am is just being a dad and laughing at farts and having fun with my kiddos. So, Suki and I are talking this morning on the way to work about farts and all the different funny names we have for farts. So, here, in no apparent order, is the list of farts.
Daddy!
So let's just begin by defining what a fart is. The most interesting thing I've ever found out about human anatomy is that we are essentially one tube starting up here and ending down there. And that tube's function is to bring in nutrients to power the rest of this complex mechanism, but at its core, it's just the tube that takes in food and expels waste. Sometimes while taking in nutrients, you are able to take in extra air. And that air can't stay in the system for very long, so it has to come out one of two ways. Either it comes out right away, out the mouth as a burp, or it comes out later on as it's worked its way through the tube as a butt burp, aka a fart.
Thinking of saying goodbye to gas?
You betcha.
Bart? Well, that shut me up.
Probably the easiest butt burp to define would be the frog.
Rule.
Yeah, you know what I have to say about that?
I cannot believe my ears.
Whew, boy, who let the frogs out, huh?
Sounds like a frog or a toad croaking in a swamp. For the most part, the frog would be just a standard traditional. Right? There's also the rapid fire machine gun farts, and you know these ones. These are the ones that start off with just a simple pop, 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 like a bunch of bubbles coming out your butt, but they come out in rapid succession with the opening and closing each step of the way. Now, another kind of fart that is similar to the frog but quieter would be the whistler. These types of farts sneak out with just the smallest of smells and sounds involved.
I have to, Oh, well, go for it. There's mostly guys here. They'll never think it was you.
I think that blonde girl just farted.
The crop duster is someone who's moving around a room farting, whether it's quiet or loud. They're basically making sure that they get an even spread of smell all the way across the room as they move. Sometimes it can happen on accident. Sometimes you feel that pressure down there and it just comes up while you're walking. Some people are a little bit more devious. Now, a juicy fart is one that happens when you have a little bit of swamp bug going. A juicy fart is one that sounds wet as it's coming out, one that you kind of look to the person and think, you sure you don't need to go change your underwear? And that leads us to probably what would be considered the worst of the farts, the silent but deadly attack. Also, maybe a sneak attack fart. Those are ones that are usually completely silent, yet attached to one of the strongest smells that comes out of your body. Imagine a kitchen baking something really great, and they have a saloon door that opens and closes every once in a while, just letting a little waft of that smell in. You'll replace the kitchen and bakery with your colon, and what your colon is baking doesn't have that same sweet smell. But your sphincter acts as that saloon door, letting the air in and out for all of those around you. Now, in those types of situations, whatever kind of fart you have, the one type of fart you don't want to mess with is one we call the gamble. If you're holding in gas, that can cause you serious pain and discomfort. Sometimes you just gotta fart, and we're okay with that. Everyone should be. There's no reason anyone should be upset about a fart. The problem is sometimes you're not quite sure if what you're going to fart out is going to be solid, liquid, or gas. And you'd much prefer gas, but in the case where there might be liquids, you have to gamble on the fart. You must make a decision on whether you want that momentary relief of stomach cramp or the mess that would come because of it. So if you gamble on a fart and win, then you get that sweet release and you don't have to worry about that stomach cramping anymore. But if you gamble on lose, you're going to have to throw away a pair of underwear. So that's it. If you want to fart less, try eating a little bit slower and taking in less air, and don't fart shame. Everybody does it, even our animals do it. Please, 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 no matter what kind of fart you do, just never, ever, ever try to light them on fire. That is a dangerous way to cause a lot of discomfort that you don't want to have to deal with. Until next time, talk to you later, Internet.
Get ready. Here we go. Kids, don't try this at home. We're trained professionals. The whites! Pull out the whites! Here we go!